Hey guys, this is Natalie from Inspired Alignment. I am coming on today to do a few readings for the month of December 2018. I am going to start with masculine and feminine energies for December. I'm going to do this reading is going to be for the feminine energy, and then I'll do the masculine right after. So if you are a twin flame, a soulmate, or you resonate with like having a divine counterpart, you can take these readings, the feminine and masculine, as part of that journey. And also, if you do not resonate with being a twin flame or anything like that, you can also pick up messages on just the general energy of the feminine and masculine energies. So if you are a female, you'll still be able to get some guidance from this. And if you are a male, you'll be able to get some guidance and just a clearer picture of what is, kind of going around, going on with the masculine energies during the month of December. So it should resonate with everybody. This is kind of like a collective reading for feminine and masculine. But for those who are twin flames, you can relate it to that relationship. I'm going to start with these readings, and then I will go through the signs for December, and then I will do messages for twin flames after I'm done with that. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with the feminine energies for December of 2018. So, Spirit, what messages do we need to know about the feminine energy for December 2018? What is going to be the main focus for feminine energies? What is the most important thing that they need to know during this time period of December 2018? Feminine energies for December 2018. Okay, the first card is the Nine of Cups. Second card is the Four of Cups. Third card, is Judgment. And then underneath the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. I think just that is good. Okay, so what I see here, I'm picking up that the moon cycles can be very important for females during this time. So, especially like with your menstrual cycle, if you've been if it's been shifting or changing, a little bit irregular or not kind of normal how you're used to it, it could be kind of shifting to match these moon cycles. So you could be starting around the full moon, your menstrual cycle, or like around the new moon. And then this can like shift on and off, like month to month. This can be different. Or sometimes I have even known people to have both, where they have started on the new moon and the full moon. But I am getting that as a message for females that could be something that you're experiencing, and that could have an effect like on your hormone, or like your mood, or like how you're feeling in some way. So just be like consciously aware that that is kind of taking place, and that your body is just adjusting to its natural cycle. So it's kind of it's adjusting to the universe, and just being in tune with nature and the universe. So it's actually a really good thing. And just be aware of that if you're dealing with any kind of irregular menstrual cycle. I'm also picking up here that that there is a possibility that some feminine energies could have certain expectations, and it's okay to what I'm getting is like it's okay to to want and desire for certain things to happen in your life and to work hard towards manifesting those things. But this is saying to be a little bit open minded about how you are envisioning it or expecting it to come to you. So, an example of this would be I want to manifest $1,000. And then if I put an expectation on that, I'm saying that I want to manifest this $1,000 through my job or through, a regular full-time job that I have. I'm expecting to manifest that money through that avenue. And basically, this is saying that you can manifest that $1,000, but don't put a restriction on it and say, oh, I have to do this through that particular job. Just be open to the flow of how that money will enter your life. So it can come in a different way than maybe what you're expecting. And you can really put this with any situation going on in your life. So this could be like with relationships, career, or anything. So just, definitely, you want to try and pull the things that you are, desiring into your life, but be open to how they're coming into your life. Don't put expectation or restriction on that. And I'm getting that for some people who have done this in the past or do this during the month of December, where they put like kind of like this restriction on it, that they're going to kind of be shut down in a way. And it's going to kind of throw you into this like state of solitude, where you're going to have to kind of like go back and rethink, how is a different way that I'm going to go about this, because the way that I'm doing it right now isn't quite working. And I think that when you do that, and this could be like a little bit of a difficult time, it doesn't have to be like super difficult, but I think that you will have like this realization that the way that you're doing something needs to be tweaked or changed a little bit. You are definitely going to have like a realization that is going to be very, like, I think, life-changing, and, an eye-opener for you on, wow, like, maybe you didn't quite realize, that you were putting a restriction on something, and so whatever is taking place is kind of, by you reflecting on that and kind of sitting in solitude a little bit, it is going to help you come to this realization. And I really think that that's going to help you. There was something else. Okay, so the moon here, I'm getting, because there's a crab on this guy's hat, and then I have the moon here. And I believe that, I think the next full moon or new moon is going to be in Cancer. I'll have to double check that, but that is going to be significant, I think, for feminine energy, people who hold feminine energy that are watching this. So it's either going to be Cancer new moon or Cancer full moon. I know we just had a full moon in Gemini, so I do think Cancer full moon is going to be significant and could bring up this realization. So that would be like more towards the end of December. And then here for like the main energy, we have the Seven of Wands. So I'm picking up from this card that you are kind of like standing your ground. Like I feel like you have like some knowledge that is spiritual in a way. Like you just have this inner knowing about something, and you're kind of like standing in the truth of that. Like I think December is going to be a lot about not paying attention to people who are trying to like sway your beliefs, or or tell you that you're wrong about something, or just have you questioning the way that you see things now, that you are more in your power during this time. Like you're more sure of what you know, to be true within your life. And so I really feel like you are kind of like standing in that truth and not letting other people get in the way of what you know to be true. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to clarify some of these to see if we can get some more messages. What else do we need to know? Let's see. What else do we need to know about the Nine of Cups? I think I might just clarify all 4 of these cards, and then we'll pull some future energies and then some like oracle cards. Okay, so what do we need to know about this Nine of Cups for the feminine? Okay, so I forget what this is called in the deck, but it's kind of like a hatchet. It basically represents, I think it's a stilt or slilt, or I don't know. But it basically is like a cutoff of something. So an abrupt cutoff or an ending of some kind. So maybe something that you have been hoping for or wishing for is abruptly cut off. And because of that, you are like thrown into this state of reflection and solitude. So what else do we need to know about this Four of Cups? And it's not, you know, that you're not going to get what it is that you're desiring, but it's just not, I think what this is saying is that it's not going to be coming maybe in the way that you think or in the way that you are expecting or wanting. You need to adjust how you are wanting it to come in and just kind of allowing for it to come in whatever way it's meant to. Okay, so for the Four of Cups here, we have the Ship. So there could, I'm getting like even be like a delay like with the holidays or with travel in some way. Like maybe, you know, I'm almost picking up, this could be just for some people, maybe probably not everyone, but there could be some delays with traveling during the holidays to see family or friends. And this could be due to like trouble with a vehicle or like trouble with the weather outside, delaying your ability to spend the holidays with certain friends or family. And so you end up like being by yourself. Now that message is probably not going to be for everybody. But I also see the Ship as you know, like ships coming in or moving to a new destination. And so with this cutoff and something not coming in the way that you expect it to, when you go in and reflect and you know, have some time to yourself and kind of reevaluate the situation, I think that then you are able to like move forward into a new way of doing this or obtaining what it is that you're desiring. Okay, now for the Judgment, I got the Woman. I'm going to get another one here on the Woman. Because for most of you, you are a woman. So this is, to me, this is a judgment of just kind of getting deeper into, you know, who you truly are, you know, just more, yeah, wow, that is so crazy, because this was under the deck when I pulled this Woman card, but I decided to keep shuffling, so this was definitely a message that wanted to come through. So you may be having some realization about a relationship or a commitment. This could be with a twin flame. For some people, you could have been expecting your twin to be a certain particular person, and this person may not be the person that you thought that it was. And so that's kind of what this is about. Like there's a cutoff of some kind. a realization and a moving forward into a new direction. And then there's like this commitment or engagement, but I'm getting that it's not, for some of you, it's not for all of you, it's not going to be the way that you expected it to be. So either this person doesn't come to you the way that you know, have envisioned them coming to you, or it's could be just a totally different person altogether. So this is saying to be more open-minded about your expectations. For some of you, this could be ending, you know, a marriage, and, you know, that's been a long time coming. Even traveling to a different location after there is like a severing of some kind of a relationship. And then for others of you, I feel like this like ending or this cutoff and this reflection and getting into like this higher vibrational state of being able to pull things in more in flow with the universe is going to bring a relationship or a commitment into your life. And for some of you, it can be with the person that, you know, you have been thinking of that person. If you're thinking of a particular person, for some it could be that person, and for some it might not be. But the important thing to recognize is that once you go into like this meditative state and you reflect and you kind of pull yourself into this higher vibration, you know, you start to manifest and pull the things that are meeting that vibration into your life. And so if that person that, you know, you thought was your twin flame or your soulmate is vibrating at the same frequency that you are, then you could very well be pulling in this relationship and this commitment. And for others of you, if that person that you thought was a soulmate or a twin flame is not vibrating at this level, and they still are vibrating at a lower frequency, that could be the severing of that relationship and the bringing in of a new commitment or a new relationship that is vibrating at that high vibration that you are pulling yourself into. So that's really interesting. I'm getting like, you know, definitely like endings and new beginnings, but it's ending up in a really nice place. Oh, okay, let me grab this. Okay, so the mountain fell out, but I'm going to take another card here for the Seven of Wands. What is the Seven of Wands? Okay, so again, I have the moon. I do think that the moon cycle is going to be very important during the month of December. So definitely pay attention to the new moon and the full moon. Try to, during the new moon, think about the intentions that you would like to set for, you know, the month. And then during the full moon, you know, try to release some things that are no longer needed in your life. And I think that, you know, I'm kind of getting like this vibe of just really kind of getting into the flow of universal order. And just trusting within the universe and knowing that you basically can create your reality and work hand in hand with the universe to have the life that you are desiring. And there may be, you know, some obstacles that need to be overcome. I did kind of pick up like a defensive type of energy. And I'm getting like more of, you know, if anybody is kind of just causing any kind of like if triggers are happening or there's any kind of like drama or chaos going on around you, or people that are trying to make you question your beliefs, those could be some of the obstacles that you're dealing with, and you are you know, working hard to stand in the truth of what you know. Also, I think that an obstacle could be the realization that the way that you've been expecting things to come in might not be the way that they come in. And this could also be an obstacle for some people, having to really let go of that control and let go of how we are allowing these things to flow into our life. That does become easier over time, but like when it first starts to happen, it is a little challenging and difficult to kind of like release that control, because it's what we've been so used to doing for so long. So I'm going to pull some cards for the future energy. So I'm going to pull one card, since we are still in November. I'll pull one card for just the overall month of December, and then I'm going to pull a card for January, and then I'm going to pull one card for just the year of 2019. So I'll be pulling 3 cards. First card is going to be, these cards are so slippery. So this is going to be just for the month of December, the first card that I pull. Let me gather these back together. Okay, well, this apparently is how it is meant to be, so I'm going to leave these. I normally don't do reversals, but the fact that they kind of flew out like that, I'm going to collect them the way that they are, because that is apparently how they want to be. Okay. So, one card for feminine energies. Hold on, I got some that are turned the wrong way here. Okay. One card for the feminine energy for the month of December. What is the one card for the month of December for feminine energies? Okay, this one. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords, but in this 8 of Swords, this man is cutting this woman free of the like cloth that is kind of binding her. So it's like she was stuck in her thoughts, but she's being released from those thoughts that she has been stuck in. And that is kind of like what I picked up here. And for some of you, this could be an actual man in your life that is helping you to get out of your mind and like the negative thoughts that have kind of kept you bound to a certain way of thinking or a certain way of being. And for some of you, this is just you, releasing these binds of the way that you're thinking. And I do think that that is going to be a main theme for the month of December. It could be that towards the beginning of the month that there's like something that takes place that kind of, makes you reflect and go in a little bit and just have like a really big realization. And I think that a lot of the realization that you're having has to do with your thoughts and keeping yourself entrapped within the mind. And in the month of December, you are figuring out that this is not necessary, that you do not have to be trapped within the mind. And for some of you guys, there's a particular person that is going to be assisting you or having a hand in this happening for you. Okay, so what card do we have for the month of January? What is going on with the feminine energies for the month of January? What's one card for January? Okay. So the Empress, and she came out reversed. So I don't know, I feel like this is her upright. The Empress to me, is the divine feminine. And so I'm feeling like in the month of January, well, throughout the month of December, you are kind of like building up, you know, your self-esteem and getting yourself kind of in this like good place throughout the month of December, and this like is taking a little bit of work. And then when January comes, I feel like you're like almost at the point where you're this empress, but you're just like not completely there yet. Like it's like there's just a little bit more work that needs to be done in order to flip this card fully around. So to me, I feel like this Empress being reversed is just like a timing thing. So you know, maybe there's just like just a little bit more work that you are doing with yourself, or you know, some like inner healing that you're still going to be kind of like focused on during the month of January, before you know you really fully embody this Empress energy, and you know, take on like, and know, and just truly know that you are an Empress, and that you are you know, a divine being and a divine feminine goddess energy. I just think that in the month of January, you're close to this happening, but you're still doing a little bit of work. So let's get one card. Oh, this one wanted to fly out, so let's see. Okay, this was Justice. I'm going to kind of take that as another message here with the Empress. And it's interesting because both of these cards have a connection to Venus. So, you know, I don't know. I feel like you're not fully in this Empress energy in the month of January, but it's because like the scales are still balancing. There's something that is in the it's in the process of happening. And I think that through the realizations that you have in December and even into January, you may be kind of going through some endings. And I don't really see it being like harsh. I'm kind of just seeing that like you come to this realization that certain things just are not meant to be part of your life anymore. And then, you know, kind of like starting on new journeys and stuff that are more aligned with who you are becoming. And that's kind of like balancing out, you know, things that are happening so that you can fully embody this Empress energy. So let's get one card for just overall the year of 2019. What is the overall energy for feminines for 2019? One card for feminine energies for 2019. Okay, awesome. We have the Star card. So, I mean, I don't know. I think this is really beautiful. Like, this is, I mean, we definitely get into this Empress energy and start to fulfill our wishes and dreams. And we start to not only bring these desires and things into our own life, but because we're able to do that, we are then able to nurture other people and other things in our life that are important. So that is really beautiful. I think that is an awesome energy for the year of 2019 for feminine. Yeah, and I mean the star also is like Aquarius, so that's like the time frame of, you know, February, end of January into February. So it's like this little, you know, this December in January, kind of balancing out the scales and just working on the self. It really, I feel like in February, we start to experience this like this star-like energy, and really start to stand in our feminine power. And start, you know, changing a lot of things within our life and within the things that are around us. So I think that's really awesome, guys. Beautiful energy. So I'm going to pull one card for the feminine energy for December 2018. This is the Sacred Geometry deck. So can I get one card for December 2018 for feminine energies? Okay, I have the Gaia Grid. I'm actually going to read this, and underneath that was the Ho'oponopono sunset. This is one of my favorite mantras. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm pretty sure that's how that goes. That is one of the first mantras that I started saying when I was going through like my dark night of the soul and awakening process. And I still use it quite often today. I think that it's a beautiful mantra. Okay, so the Gaia grid is number 58 and it did come out reversed. So let's see what this says. Okay, so reversed, it's very basic. It says, not all who wander are lost. So I think that that really speaks for itself. I really feel like feminine energies are really kind of like finding themselves and really kind of stepping into their power and into who they truly are. And it seems like, you know, in December, it is like we're a little bit lost and we're having to like figure out how these like binds are coming off. And even into January, it's still like a little bit of work, but I feel like even though we're wandering and like seem like we're kind of not really getting it, we are, and everything is being divinely guided. So I think that's a great message. Not all who wander are lost. So that is for December, feminine energy. That's the message. I think that that is beautiful. So I'm going to pull one card from the Lightworkers Oracle for feminine energies for December 2018. What else do feminine energies need to know about December 2018? One card for feminine energies for December 2018. Okay. So 42. Okay, here we have grounding. So make sure that you are grounding. And I see a lot of connection to earth here. I mean, I was talking about the menstrual cycles and kind of connecting with nature and the universe. And then we have the Gaia grid. And now we have grounding. So I feel like really connecting to the planet is going to be important. And then here we have number 42, fifth ray of knowledge, fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. And I'm going to actually read this from the book. Okay, this card says, the fifth ray of intellectual knowledge has come to you as a spiritual gift. You are being given the ability to find information you need, understand systems that impact your life, and find clarity in any issue that has seemed unclear or overwhelming. You shall sort the truth from the lies and learn what you need to know. The Archangel Raphael now assists you in integrating the blessings of the fifth ray. So I think that that goes along really well with what I was saying for the month of December. There's going to be like this transition period where we kind of are sorting out like what is meant for us and what isn't. How are things going to be coming into our lives? We can definitely pull these things into our lives and have the life that, you know, we are, you know, wanting to have, but are we putting restrictions on them? And I think that December is going to be a huge month where feminine energies are going to be figuring this out and really kind of like mastering this throughout the month of December and January, really. But I think by the full moon here in December, there's going to be some huge realizations that are going to help propel the feminine energies forward. So you guys, I hope that these messages helped, and I will see you soon. Take care.